What is up, guys? Pluskets here, and I'm back with another video. More specifically, I'm back with another tier list video. Now, this time around, I'm going to be doing kind of a different type of tier list video. One that you probably never expected from me. I'm going to be ranking Nick Jr. shows. Yup. Once again, you probably most likely never expected this from me, and I got inspired to do this by some other people that have done tier list videos like this, and I'm gonna be ranking. Before I get started, let me just say a few things. I'm gonna be ranking the shows. Let me just say that I haven't watched Nick Jr. in like a long time, a really long time. So most of these shows I don't even remember watching. So the way I'm gonna be ranking them may not be accurate to what I used to think of them when I used to watch them, if that makes any sense at all. So the way I rank them may not be exactly accurate, but I'm going to try to give a spot-on representation of how I would rank them. Second, these are only going to be shows that I've seen, and this brings me to my third point. My third point is, since these are only shows that I've seen, once again, I haven't watched Nick Jr. in a while, so I don't remember if these are all of the shows that I've seen. However, I think these are the majority of them. So, yeah. So, let's get started. First, we have Dora the Explorer. Yes, I did watch this as a kid. This show was made to teach people Spanish, teach kids Spanish. Even though I didn't really watch it to learn Spanish, I just watched it because, it was kind of entertaining, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that these rankings are my opinions. If you don't agree with the spots that I put these shows in, that's fine. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But, yeah. Dora the Explorer, probably gonna go B. Next, we have Go Diego Go. This is correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a spin-off to Dora the Explorer. So, I did watch this as a kid, not as much as I watched Dora, but I did watch this a little bit, and from what I've seen of it, I think it deserves to be put in B tier. Next is Franklin. Now, Franklin is a very it's a very nostalgic show for me. I'm kind of tearing up right now just talking about it, because I have a lot of good memories watching Franklin, and I haven't even heard anyone bring up Franklin in the longest time, and to be honest, I forgot about it. But when I heard some people bring it up, it made me remember, oh yeah, I used to watch this all the time. So, I think Franklin deserves its rightful place on the S tier spot. It may not be a phenomenal show for most of you, but for me, it is. So I think it deserves to be on S tier, which is the best tier out of all of these. Next is Oswald. This is also a very nostalgic show for me. and I haven't watched this also in the longest time, just like with all of these shows. And since it's so nostalgic, I think it deserves I think it also deserves its rightful place in the S tier spot. Because of all the memories I've made watching it. So you sit there, Oswald and Franklin, you'd be proud. You'd be proud of yourselves for making shows that I enjoy. And be proud that you're sitting on the S tier spot right now. Next, Little Bill. I mean, no, not Little Bill, Little Bear. Little Bear, it hits different. It hits different for me. It's almost, I want to say it's almost as nostalgic as Franklin. But it's not. I think Franklin is a little more memorable than Little Bear. So I think Little Bear, it's a good show from what I can remember, but I think I'm going to put it in A. Next we have the Backyardigans. The Backyardigans, I watched quite a bit as a kid, and from what I've seen of it and from what I can remember, I think it's gonna go in B. Next, Team Umizoomi. I loved this show as a kid. It's supposed to teach kids math, and but when I was little, I didn't watch it just to learn math. I learned it. No, I watched it because it was entertaining, just like Dora the Explorer. And I think this show deserves to be an A tier. I also find the credits theme to be pretty catchy as well. Next, Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues is a memorable show for me, and for a lot of people actually. And if you didn't know, Blue's Clues got a reboot on Nick Jr. It's called Blue's Clues and You. I've seen little snippets of different episodes, and it's alright in my opinion. It's pretty good. But Blue's Clues, it hits different, not just for me, but for everyone. Blue's Clues, get in that S tier spot. You deserve it. Next, we have Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol is the show that, in my opinion, airs for most of Nick Jr.'s schedule. I watched this not as much as a kid, and from what I can remember, I watched the show when I kind of like started to grow out of Nick Jr. But from what I can remember of it, it was alright, but I stopped watching it after a while because, you know, I lost interest in it. I didn't really like it. Yeah, I didn't really like it. And I was gonna say something else. What did I say? Whatever, forget it. If I remember, I'll say it later. Oh yeah, I remember. I stopped watching it not only because I lost interest in it, but also because I found it kind of hard to keep up with, because I felt like they just kept adding new characters all the time, and I just stopped keeping up with it. But yeah, I think it's gonna go and see. Put this on here. The ones on this side are the ones that I've already ranked, so I don't get confused. Well, also I could just look at this. But next we have, what is this one next? Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. From what I've seen, not a lot of people like the show because it's annoying. But I actually think this show is pretty cool, pretty good. I don't find it annoying at all. I actually think it's pretty good. And honestly, I think it's one of my favorite shows on the screen. And it's been airing for quite a while now, actually. And it's still airing to this day. So that's pretty cool. How they've been able to keep going for such a long time. And I think the show deserves to be put, well, for me, I think it deserves to be put in A. I'm pretty sure for most people, it would just put like somewhere at the bottom here. But I'm gonna put it up here. Now we just have this long wall of shows that I've already ranked. But last but not least, we have Olivia. This show, it was alright. It was pretty good, in my opinion. I think it deserves to be put in B. Just because I think it's pretty memorable, even though I've forgotten about it over time, but it was a pretty memorable. It was a pretty memorable show. But yeah, that's my tier list. That's my tier list of Nick Jr. shows that I've watched and the ones that I can remember. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to get notified every time I make a new video. And I'll see you guys next time.